The Charity Gaming Guild presents the Nat Pun Podcast.
Welcome one and all. It's Andy and we're here to talk about last week's episode, which was magnificent mainly because we leveled up. I am here today joined by the usual motley crew, minus our special guest, Alfie. So, Ash, say hello.
Hello.
Okay, thank you. John, say hello.
Hello.
Oh,
And finally, Bertie, say hello.
Hello.
that was scary.
I creeped myself out, so I had to do something.
Yeah, okay. Moving on. A lot happened last week. I mean, we started where, if you recall from the end of the previous episodes, Adonis and Vesper had gone to a temple to see a vessel because they wanted to try and heal and get rid of this curse. And as soon as they entered, the vessel pointed at Vesper and claimed that she was a demon of some description. And it kind of evolved. That's where we started. And he kind of approached you, Vesper.
With consent.
With consent,
Yeah.
absolutely. That's very important. With consent. And he laid his hand on you, and you were the kind of curse, but at a cost to yourself emotionally.
Mm-hmm.
Do you remember what happened?
Emotional damage. I do remember what happened because I was there.
You were.
Yeah, I think it was an interesting take on it to be like, what was the saddest memory? Which is interesting because I was like, what's the most frightened you've ever been, and stuff like that. So it was, and then obviously your brain goes, think of something, Bertie. When she the saddest she's ever been? Come on, Lord, drop. My brain went.
Did you have that pre-prepared? Pre-prepared as part of your program, or was that ad lib?
It was something that I had in there. So yeah, the brothers thing and where he'd wanted to be a dancer because she stepped up, but the disownment thing was in the moment. Disownment in the moment.
I thought it was really cool.
Yeah.
It was very nice.
Is that personal? Did you want to be a dancer? Is that where it came from? Okay.
I would love to be able to dance, but I wouldn't want to be a dancer. I'm a two-step shuffle kind of person. That's my moves. Yeah.
It was very emotional.
Yeah.
I think even Patch got sort of.
He was
worried.
He was very
He was
worried.
whimpering.
The whole episode, he was just full of emotion.
Oh, definitely.
Bless him.
But it worked. So, despite the emotional damage, you lost your curse, and old Vessel Friday became quite chummy at that point.
It was like a very easy kind of curse removal compared to what I was expecting. And he was like, okay, let me just touch you, make you really sad, and it's gone.
And that's 100 gold, please.
Yeah. Yeah, that bit, I was like, I looked at John, I was like, whoa.
I'm surprised you didn't pay that.
Well, yeah, I think she felt it was kind of just that I'm not going to argue about this right now. I've got it. I've been cheeky with you when making you pay for stuff when actually I could have afforded it myself. So this is a definite.
It kind of seemed a little commercial because, I think initially it was, yes, I can do some healing. We just ask for a donation, which implies, whatever you feel like, whatever you can afford. But all of a sudden it's, yes, 100 gold, please.
Yeah, it definitely felt like a markup in price somewhat. I think it might have been Vesper's fault by saying we need healing potions and they're expensive here. So she implied that they had money for healing potions, which, knowing how much they cost, she's like,
I feel like if he'd held out the silver platter and you dropped 1 gold on it, he would have just rattled it and carried on looking at you
Oh,
until
yeah,
you
yeah.
built it up.
Yeah.
I think the visit to the temple proved to be more profitable to a degree because he then offered some assistance in our quest to take on vampires. Yeah, he offered us 3 little gifts, did he not?
Which came in clutch.
Mm.
Yeah, that was because of John's whinging about counterbalance.
Nice.
What John, the person that seems to go down every time on the first attack, every time we have an encounter. That one.
That John. I'm very insane.
I'm not dead yet, so I'm saying.
Don't
I'm
worry.
not dead
Yeah,
yet.
I'll get there.
So we had three little gifts. First one being a vial of daylight, I believe.
Which proves super useful.
Yeah.
Spoil it.
Which is good. It was good as well because I
probably listened already, so let me know.
Well, I guess they're going to have no context for this episode whatsoever. Listen to them actually doing it. I'm just going to listen to them talking about doing it because that's how I get my kicks.
Oh, unless we actually switcheroo and release this one first.
But then that would definitely spoil it.
Yeah. Well, okay. Yes.
I did almost forget, even though it was like a few seconds before I almost forgot that we got that as well.
That's not unusual. When I've run games before, you give the party things for an encounter or a specific reason. They totally forget they've got it, like 20 minutes later, and really struggle through it.
Yeah.
And at the end, you go, well, what did that thing I gave you guys? And they go, oh, yeah.
I was reading something about like dropping your players to magic items and stuff like 2 or 3 sessions in advance of knowing they're going to hit something. I don't think anyone would ever remember it's there. Like, you just write it down and forget it, couldn't you?
Yeah,
Like say 20 minutes before you forget.
Yeah.
I also got the feeling he felt a little guilty overcharging you guys for your healing, and he was panicking, and he suddenly decided that he would just raid his herbs.
Yeah.
It's fine.
Yeah.
No, I don't use it on mistakes at all. Just take it.
Yeah, that felt justified the gold that we put down. Sort of thing, like, and for that, we have 100 gold.
Silver stake as well.
It proved to have a use.
Yeah.
Did it not?
I think if we'd have gone to try and buy something silver, like knowing they said, oh, there's a vampire problem, we'd have gone round the town looking for something silver. I don't think we'd have found anything.
No, you wouldn't.
Like that. You get something.
And that talking of silver, that was the final gift he imparted to us, and it was that silver dagger, which was put to good use. Though you kind of alluded to the fact that it did something more than we would know, and then you said it did more damage than we expected, but you didn't really kind of enlighten us on anything more. Was that intentional or just?
I wanted to leave like a little bit of mystery to the items, so you know that they're going to be useful, but not quite sure how useful or what they would do specifically to those creatures, unless obviously you have knowledge of a person.
So with that in mind, was the garlic grease used in the way that you?
Yeah, so mechanically those 3 items, and also that encounter is passed now. The sunlight vial, when the vampire starts its turn in sunlight, it takes 10 points of radiant damage and always makes its attacks disadvantage.
Nice.
So that was why that was there. The garlic oil was not only delicious and hilarious, as it happens, but meant that anyone coating that garlic oil would be attacked at disadvantage.
Oh, okay.
And the +1 silver dagger was he was just vulnerable to damage from silver weapons.
Nice.
Which is a little. I'll make a joke about counterbalance what you said, John, but that is the case because that then allows me to put a more threatening creature up against you, but you still have the tools to deal with it. So that vampire is a CR8 creature.
Yeah.
And you guys are level 4.
And there's 3 of us.
And there's 3 of you, not 4 of you.
Yeah.
So you needed that little extra whilst it's still being threatened enough to put a dodge down.
Yeah. I think from like the episode before with the mummy fight, to me it just felt it was like I feel like we're just children getting into fights with full grown adults and we've got no chance. So it was nice to be in a situation where it's like, oh actually we might actually have a chance. It feels a bit more like we've got something behind us to do a bit more rather than actually being able to roll to hit, for example, rather than missing all the time. And then when you hit, it's not like point of damage.
Well, for some
yeah.
Right.
See, I love it. I think this feels like the stakes are higher.
Yeah.
It feels like, these things are scary, and if we get it wrong, we're going to die.
Mhm.
Like,
Yeah,
it's
it's-
simple as
It
that.
feels like we're three kids from the nursery group and we're taking on the high school bullies.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But that means when you succeed, it's that much more rewarding, isn't it? Like you said, that is. I run every encounter like that. Even our Tuesday night games, the encounters are challenging and difficult most of the time.
Most of
Okay,
it.
and whilst all this was happening, of course, G was nowhere to be seen because he was still trying to get that blinking silver timber.
And you've got a point of exhaustion, which I don't know that did anything necessarily negative to you, but you're still going to be suffering from.
Yeah.
That surprised me, the amount of effort G was putting in with his drawn-on abs. got him. It's exhaustion.
Yeah, I think I glossed over exhaustion because otherwise I would have made that fight way too hard. Because technically speaking, you lose 5 feet of speed for every level of exhaustion, and all your D20 tests are at
He
minus
was
2.
sliding on garlic.
But he was sliding on
Oh, was
guard,
he? Yeah.
which was my favourite part of the entire episode. By the way, it was just brilliant. The way Patch just bounced down his own.
So you obviously sort of dished out the 3 gifts and suggested that G takes the silver dagger, which he seems a little reluctant to at first. Primarily because that does mean getting actually up close and personal with the dangerous item object that we're fighting, which is very non-G-esque. He likes to sort of.
I think it's also the most amount of damage that he's done was on that one
Yeah.
when he
It
got
was
up
a
and
huge
close.
amount of damage, wasn't it? Because you piled into it Hunter's Mark, you got sneak attack as well. There was another thing you did as well, wasn't there?
Yeah, the
Dread
something ambush.
Dread
Dread
ambush.
ambusher.
Dread ambush, yeah. Which I do once per turn as well. So, yeah.
Meaty.
Mhm.
He stepped up.
Yeah.
He stepped up. It's character development.
And Vesper, obviously, you took the opportunity to attune to your new axe,
Yes.
which was called the Executioner's Battle Axe.
Yes.
But it made you feel more powerful, but something else that you pushed to the back of your mind.
Yes, which conveniently I'd also forgotten.
Life imitating art.
Yes. Yeah. So.
So I'm assuming we're going to find out a bit more about this at a future episode.
No,
That's it.
that's it. It's done.
That's it now.
That's it.
Yeah, we're done with that. We're moving on. There may be something that comes of that. There may not be. Maybe I'm just teasing you a little bit.
G thinks he's going to keep. What's the range of your axe? 5 foot? I think we want to stand at least 6 foot away from you at all times.
It's just that she starts wearing a black balaclava and no top. That's it. It's just walks around in an executioner's garb. They are, historically, they always had a black balaclava because you weren't supposed to know who it was, but then they were always topless. I'm like, everybody knows who this executioner is, but just because you got a hood over someone's head, especially in the smaller towns, it's like we've only got 15 men here, 14 of them are standing over, well, 13 of them are standing over there, one of them's getting their head chopped off, and the other one, Barry, is obviously the executioner. You're not fooling anybody.
And
That's
Barry
Barry
is,
you get the 10 hit points back, so when he goes to the pub afterwards and people
Oh, yeah.
pick you up, you're alright.
Yeah.
Barry is the only man in the village with 3 nipples.
Yeah, it's true.
His soldier tattoo.
Yeah. Mum.
You did a detect magic on that axe. Well, not on the axe, but
Just in the room.
just in the room, and you got something off the axe as well, didn't
Necrotic.
you? Yeah.
Which I took to be the life-sucking element of it, which, in a hopeful way, is.
So you have spells like life. Is it life transference where you move hit points around?
Yeah.
There's a similar kind of effect. That's a necromancy spell. So it's a fair.
Like you say, necromancy doesn't necessarily mean black.
No.
Maybe I can bring people back from the dead.
Going back to the executioner's story, though, didn't it used to be tradition that the executioner would get new boots?
I don't know. We weren't there, Andy. You tell us.
I'm sure I've heard or read somewhere that an executioner got new boots, so you'd easily understand know them because they'd been coming new shoes.
He's gone for some thigh-high red stilettos this time. Very nice.
Would that be because the person being executed, that would be all they would see of the executioner?
Yeah, the last thing you see is my
That's
nice
it.
boots.
That's the end. That's that how you judge them. If they've got nicely looked after
I mean,
boots, you know they're good at thorough at their job. They choose their shoes. They're going to be thorough. They're going to do this properly.
I mean, this may be something I've dreamt in some wacky sort of dream.
No, it was that famous film, The Executioner's New Shoes.
Okay, if you're going to sort of take the mickey, we'll move on, shall we?
Can research it and jump over on the Discord server and let us know. That'd be great.
Yes, absolutely. Because that moves us on a bit, and we sort of go into the crypt again. Only for someone to be scared of organ music. Vespa.
I don't know how we held it together in that session between sarcophagus and organ and anything else that came up.
Yeah.
There was a lot of sucking.
There was a lot going on there, and I noticed Andy was trying to hold it together for a good portion of
I was trying to be really professional and good.
You were. You looked like you were going to explode.
Yes. Yeah. So yeah, the organ music was playing, but it was round the corner, and I tried to avoid any reference to your organ being a bit bent. And anyway,
tried.
I tried.
Right. You saved it for this episode.
And that's when we came up with the creative use of the garlic oil.
The garlic to dog.
So
I can't believe you're older than that 20 on that.
smothering in garlic, which allegedly made him smell better than he normally does. And then a little bit of 10-pin bowling, really.
Yeah.
I pictured it more like curling, really. Like
Yeah.
To do that, surely I'd have
his
to
little paws trying to stop himself, polishing it.
Oh yeah, okay. Really right for him, isn't it? Okay. He didn't just sort of slide to the end. He kind of ricocheted and a bit of pinball.
Yeah.
It's moments like that in D&D that I love. Those little funny bits that just happen. They just accent everything, don't they?
Yeah.
And that's where we got our first glimpse of the beastie
Creepy man with a hook nose.
with his big nose. Yes.
And I took it as he just had one fang.
Yes.
But then I was like, no, we're looking at him in profile, that makes sense.
He's half vampire. The left half is vampire.
So I had to send out all the other people to do his work, because he's embarrassed he's only got one fang.
Why did you, as a group, decide that you just had to die?
Because he was eating Patch.
Oh, fair point. Okay.
If he hadn't been attacking Patch and it had been, he was like, ready to have a conversation. I didn't know we were going to come in, he'd be like holding Patch, be like, yeah, Mr. Bond kind of situation. But when he was fully over him, I was like, no, sorry.
Have you ever seen a film where not killing the vampires is a good idea?
Twilight.
They should.
I've never seen Twilight.
Killing the vampire is a good idea in Twilight. They should have done it. It's not there.
I mean, in Dracula films, it wasn't as contentious there. It wasn't, the people wanted to, but it wasn't really fair, because he was just
What
tormented.
about Mona the Vampire?
Oh yeah, that's true.
Kids can't think of.
Never heard of it.
Show us your fangs. Yeah? Is that how it went?
Yeah.
It's how it went.
Yeah.
Okay, right.
Yeah, see, that's how it feels for us when you give references like stuff from 50 years ago.
Do you remember when that execution happened?
Yeah, I was there.
Did Gareth have new boots?
It was just after the witch trials.
I'm lost now.
Were you not expecting us just to attack?
Oh no, we were absolutely going to attack it. I knew that
Oh,
was
yeah.
going to happen. But so I think with D&D, a lot of I think all players are guilty of it, including me when I play. Is you see an enemy, you think, yeah, it's a fight. I can do all the cool combat stuff now. There's always more to that story. Like the goblins are doing that for a reason.
Mm-hmm.
Why is the vampire down there? What's he doing?
Quiet place to practice his organ.
Oh, yeah, so
Yeah.
this player was playing his organ.
One question I have for you, John, is when you use Patch to and you see through his eyes, is it only his sight that you can actually connect to, or are there other senses you connect to?
I think it's just his sight. I need to check.
Are you going to make some sort of creepy joke?
No, it's not a joke. It's
Okay.
just it gets reference to the fact that in the description that Ash gave us of this vampire plane organ, he also referenced he stinks of death. Well, how do we know that if you can't connect to Patch's sort of
I imagine it was strong
sense?
enough that we could smell it down the corridor.
So you can communicate telepathically,
Right.
as well as seeing through the eyes. Here's where he and here's where his.
It doesn't smell what it smells.
You might have taken that a bit literally.
Yeah.
Like, it reeks of death. Like, it's not necessarily like, I'm not talking about the smell of it, but the situation. Yeah, I think that moss.
Perhaps we've been able to smell it over with the garlic anyway.
Well, that's
Right,
true.
true.
That's
It
true.
smells lovely.
But I'm the DM, and if I want Pat to smell it, he'll go smell it.
Don't vex me, I can fire a fireball you.
Ooh. Don't tease me.
Yeah, the desperation of fireball, the whole fireball.
Fireball. I just like fireball in an enclosed space. I think it's funny.
It's going to be horrendous when I get it.
I hope so.
What's the meme? I didn't ask how big the room was. Fireball.
So the vampire stopped playing you organ once Patch barked at him. And that's when you came to your senses, Vespa. And as we got to the corridor, the bend in the corridor, and we could see him, and obviously the thing you saw was this vampire hunched over the body of Patch. Vespa got particularly angry, and I'd like to know, would Vespa have got that angry if the body underneath the vampire had been perhaps someone else other than Patch?
Depends who it had been. Like, also, there wasn't that she should have really taken a moment because I think she assumed that actually he could have just been like, he could have been just loving on Patch, and she just assumed the worst.
The fact you could see Patch meant he was still alive. Because if he's dying, his good disappears.
Yeah, so he was probably just loving on. He was like, "Oh my god, a puppy!" And I just merged them.
He's over, he's just belly up on the floor. I'm going, come on, scratches.
What's that for?
I'll touch you, come on, darling.
So he's just like air scratching. Oh.
I mean, the only other person I think in the game that you would have been that angry about would have been Nix. Really?
I think in that situation, she wouldn't. It's different. Patch is a baby. He's the innocent, can't defend himself. Nix can defend herself, so she would walk in to help out. But I think she'd respect them to be like, okay, you can do what you're doing in this situation. If that had been Adonis, she'd be like, oh, he's screwed. Okay, I need to get in there and do something. And if it was G, I'd be like, what did you do?
He's screwed.
Cut to first round of combat.
Yeah, sliding on your ass into the combat zone.
I'd like to think it was with style. Shooting off fireball.
Just
Sliding into 1 point of damage fireball. Yeah, I don't know really.
I think that's called a swan vesta.
It depends on the story, but yeah, I think she assumed the worst in that moment. I think because you had said, obviously it was a little bit metagamey, because you had said that when he tried to look back in again, he couldn't, and she took that as that's why she shot off. No, she assumed Pat was in danger because she still doesn't completely understand the fact that he's not a real dog. Even though he's like 80 years old.
What do you mean? It's not a real dog.
Technically, he's a badger.
Oh yeah, that's true. That's what it is. It's not real.
Branded.
Oh, see, if he was a honey badger.
I was looking at, I think in one of the early sessions you asked me about familiar stats, and I was like, oh, crap, I didn't expect him to do anything. I need to find a stat block. So I had to go and read the rules for the spell, and then it's like, oh, you pick a beat.
Very convenient.
Yeah.
Ridiculous, I know. And then it was like, right, so Jack Russell, what did Jack Russell's like doing? Digging, right, what's got a dig speed? Badger. That's if he's actually a badger, he can dig 10 feet around if we ever need it. It's not that he
Oh, we should have got him to dig out the bloody tombstone.
Good point. Good point.
Dang it. Not that he would have.
They would have done it.
Yeah, people run off carrying my tombstone. I would have been upset.
I don't think there's much danger out of that. Thing's bloody enormous. Patch so strong.
He might be stronger than he looks.
What
You are.
are we going to do with that tombstone and a handcart? We can't shift it in town.
We're probably going to forget about it next episode, so you don't need to worry.
Just leave it stone.
You leave it in the gate of Timbers, so no one can ever leave it.
G wants to sell it. He wants to become rich. So he can retire.
I mean, I know where you're going next, and it'll be interesting to see what you do with it.
Is it all downhill?
Wow.
Okay.
Hasn't it been from session one?
Yeah, that's true.
Would you buy a horse to put it on a donkey or an ox?
Uh-huh.
Yeah. So we got into the fight. So, perhaps rightly so, but we have questioned whether or not the motive of the vampire was evil whilst hunched over a patch. But we got into the fight, and the mighty Adonis
Wow, that's probably carried away.
kind of went down straight away.
I did some damage before that.
Was it one point?
Yeah, it was, I believe at one point.
One point was afterwards, I think.
Afterwards.
Actually, yeah. I hit it with two.
Oh no, you
Oh,
did
was
good
it?
because it was the rays. It was
Rays.
the Ray Charles missed.
Yeah.
That's
right,
Two hours for yeah. Didn't do too bad. Yeah, and then down I went. It's not my fault. Ash has got it in for Adonis.
Wow, yeah.
And he does consistently go for you first.
Especially if you keep running into the room.
But you also always get like
What
eyed on.
Well, sliding into well, yeah.
Every time it's been, I get up to them, they go past me to go for you. I get up to them, they go past me to come like, I'm going to have to put on like a sign.
He's hit me.
I reckon you've just been reading the Monsters Know What They're Doing and stuff.
I have read that book a few times, and I do try and draw like inspiration and stuff from it. So in that situation, you were the last one to hurt the creature, so it's angry with you. So it's going to go for you.
Yeah.
But then when Vesper hit the creature later on, it did then go for you. But different creatures behave differently, don't they?
It gives me an idea for something that I would want to take at a later point though. Because I think the sentinel feat means that if you hit someone with an opportunity attack, they can't keep moving, because at least then I can try and stop them getting to you.
Actually, tangled it.
It's not a bad idea, especially given that you're a lower par. You're really the only frontline fighter in the group, aren't you?
Mhm.
Because G is very much ranged focused, although you did have a melee moment in the session.
We'll come to that.
We will come to that. Sorry, I didn't score that.
No, absolutely.
You want 20 minutes at the end just for that moment.
Wow.
Is it not that? Come on.
But yeah, I mean, he's a ranger, and it's what they do.
How are you finding playing a ranger? Because they're a tricky class.
Yeah. If I'm being brutally honest, he's probably the least favourite character I've ever played.
Well,
Wow.
you should have just let Ash know that, and then he could have killed you off, and you could have got a different one.
So when G dies next session,
Yeah.
everyone knows why. The question is, who's going to die first, Adonis or G?
Yeah, shows it was trying to play the ranger. I thought, well, normally I play a melee character, so doing something different might be interesting. But
You were wrong.
But you've multi-classed, haven't you?
well, yeah, I'm kind of ranger rogue.
So you can lean more on the rogue and start going down that route.
I could.
But you don't want to.
But what
I
would
could.
you play instead then?
Well, the last time I played a rogue, they left me to bleed out on the.
That's not Bertie and John's fault, though, is it?
No, it's
I
not.
mean, I was the DM.
But I'm scarred. I'm scarred for life because of that.
For a D7.
So what if you did play something else? What would you lean into then?
I don't know. Well, hopefully it won't happen. No, hopefully
yeah.
I'll get into. I mean, I like Gary's. I like G's backstory. I like his personality, the way that he's trying to be better than he is, and he's being influenced by his spirit. I've got to admit that when he gets into the combats, I find, it might be partly because I don't want to. Well, I'm thinking, yeah, okay, Hunter's Mark, shooting arrow, yeah.
So what
But then you count the Dread Ambusher.
Well, I did, yes.
what I'm hearing is you need our listeners to swoop in with some ideas for you.
Oh, yes.
On the Discord server, dump on there, give Andy some ideas about what he can do in combat with a ranger. What subclass ranger are you? Oh, you won't be, will you?
No.
I think you could
You
be.
will be.
You will be.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
It depends whether it's 2 and 2 or 3 and 1.
Oh, no, 3 and 1, so yeah.
It's not Beastmaster, is it? It's going
Thank
to
God
be
for that.
something else.
Oh, where do I find it?
Wherever you wrote it.
Gloomstalker.
He's a Gloomstalker. It's one of the best rangers there is.
Yeah, but he's not.
Nuts.
He's
When you get there.
yeah. Similar to my papa, I think, in that he gets it, but he doesn't necessarily read the sheet.
I read the sheet, but then I don't remember
Okay.
anything.
So we need our listeners. We need all of you wonderful people out
Yes.
there who are listening to jump over on the Discord server, find the Nat Pun chat channel, and give Andy some ideas about what he can do with his Gloomstalker Ranger with a level in Rogue.
Let's make G good again.
Let's make G good again. Yeah, oh, well, that doesn't sound very good, does it? That has some... Well, never mind. Anyway,
Moving on.
what happened next to the adventure, Andy?
Please.
Well, seeing her good friend Adonis was down, Vesper sort of majestically swooped in, pouring a healing potion down his gullet, whilst unleashing the vial of daylight.
Mhm. Yes.
That was quite inspirational, wasn't it?
Yes.
Because I couldn't do anything at that point, because the vampire turned invisible and I couldn't see jack shit.
Yeah. I think that was a game-changing moment.
Yeah, big cinematic moment, I think, as well.
I think it was because you said he was disappearing into the shadows, and I was like, shadows, shit, how do we get rid of shadows? Oh, think for that. So, yeah, that was pretty cool.
How many times have
idea
you
of it.
saved Adonis done?
Every time.
No,
G's done it a couple of times.
Yeah, he's
Yeah.
done it a fair few times. I think it just depends where it is in the initiative.
Has it been once a session?
Yeah,
I hope
I
so.
think so. Every time there's been combat.
Pretty much, yeah.
Yeah. The only oh no, hold on. What about the one outside the tavern? That's the only one, isn't it? I think I didn't get down there.
I can't remember.
I don't think you did because you stayed back quite a bit.
It was flying.
And because we had Jimmy, we were up in it, so they weren't really paying too much attention to you guys being further back.
For every other combat.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
Actually, has Vesper gone down yet? I know G has.
I believe she has, yeah.
I think you've all gone down at least
Yeah.
once. If you haven't.
He's working on it.
Tune in next week.
Next week's episode is called TPK.
Yes, because I think that's why we had our majestic dwarf on a goat.
Ah, yes,
had to
Andy.
turn up.
True.
Yes, Andy.
Yeah.
Because we all were pretty much,
What a hero.
yeah.
So many people have told me how much they love Andy on the go. So many people.
My favourite NPC.
Yeah.
Out of every game we've ever had.
It was loosely based on someone, really.
I don't know who you think that might be. I'm not sure.
Like dwarf.
Loosely based.
Yeah, hence the loosely. I like that that's the bit he had umbrage with. I'm the dwarf.
Riding a goat, all the rest of it.
Yeah.
It's ironic, isn't it? It's ironic because you're quite tall.
Yeah.
So it's ironic that it's a dwarf.
Okay.
It'd be a bit weird if you were as tall. How tall were you? 6'2".
6'2".
So 6'2".
Riding a goat.
Riding a goat. It'd be quite amusing to see, but
I did try.
it's just
With my goats. Yeah, their backs came in.
it's you can't got them anymore.
Yeah.
That's why there's that
No.
RSPCA warning out on it.
Yeah.
Ah,
See, now you just reminded me, I've just changed one of Alpy's recipes for his food delivery. He's now getting a sachet of lamb and goat.
Nom nom nom.
Very nice. He was having duck fillets during that session as well. That dog eats better than I do.
Yeah.
Lamb and goat and
He got
duck.
through a fair few of them as well. didn't he?
Yeah. Was it? Is the only time that you could get him to be quiet for a little bit? Is that when he fell asleep? He's like, I have had enough treats now. I shall sleep.
I should rest for 3 minutes.
if you're lucky.
It's good. It was ambiance.
I enjoyed having Alfie and part of that session. The little background noises it brought Patch to life.
Yeah.
Can we have him next time as well, please?
Please.
I'm sure, given he's only over the garden, yeah, I'm sure that can be arranged.
And I think
He might even be joining us for next week's episode. Who knows?
fabulous. I think we should do a community episode about Alfie.
I'm fully up for that. It will just be the whole time with me going, oh, you know, oh,
An hour of that.
yeah. Yeah. But that's the only difficulty is that when he does come over and he kind of wants some attention, you've lost me. You've fully lost me. Like, yes, hello, baby.
Which is funny because that's exactly what Vesper is like.
Yes. Play to your strengths.
So we managed to reveal our vampire foe using the violet light, and G took aim with his mighty bow and ended up reading a pun.
Yes.
We had
If you can call it that.
a good amount of puns, I think, in comparison to last episode. It was nice to get
It was
rid of puns.
200% more.
Yeah. Me too. But it was a good match.
So yes, I think he was somewhat disappointed with himself at missing. Now, Donis, you buffed Vesper's axe?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, turned it. It was already a magic weapon. I made it slightly more magical.
More magic.
More magic.
More magic.
I figured with my 5 hit points, there was a chance that I was going to go down. Thought maybe I'll try to get everybody else alive instead. So
Oh, that was cool.
yeah,
I think there's a spell we don't see very often as well.
I didn't realise it's not concentration.
No.
That makes it so much more useful.
does.
It's a
But
bonus
it's duration based.
10 minutes, yeah. So
That's a
bonus,
long time.
bonus action, no concentration.
Wow.
10 minutes.
You
So
think
that's
about one
actually
one
really
turn. One turn is 6 seconds.
Yeah.
So that's a long time at that.
Is it a level spell?
good. It is a level spell, I think level 2, yeah.
Okay.
But as we get higher, let's make something extra +1.
Yeah.
It all helps, doesn't it?
Yeah. But it's hit and damage, isn't it?
Yeah.
So
Nice.
So there's nothing to stop me 2 turns, obviously doing your axe and your bow.
Yeah.
could you can you stack the spell? Could you cast the spell twice?
Doesn't say you can't, I don't think.
Just every round. It's a plus
It's
18.
quite evident you do have a +18.
Yeah.
Well, in a few levels time, when you've got more level 2 spell slots, you can just bang it out turn after turn potentially and get like a mega weapon.
You've got to be able to touch whatever it is, though.
That's not a problem for you. You're always front and centre. That's what you can.
Well, you won't be able to help me then because I'm never front.
Well, never front and centre, no.
And besides, it's not actually causing the damage that I need help with. It's just bloody hitting the thing in the first place. I need
Well,
help.
no, you're +1 hit as
Plus
well.
one hit as well.
Mhm.
Maybe G is the one that needs it.
And it'd be useful if we ever come up against something that needs magical damage.
Yes.
Like,
Yeah.
Obviously, you've got the axe now,
Mhm.
but your bow's not magical at the moment, is it? And things like that. So, useful for those sorts of scenarios.
Only dagger, apparently, if I keep hold of it, that is.
Yeah, you're silvered +1.
So that does mean sort of joining you in the fray, which.
Come join me, it's fun.
Uh,
Have fun, that's where everyone should be.
Yeah, the squishy wizard
need
with
about-
low hit points.
4.5 feet between you and whatever the baddie is. That's the ideal distance.
So what is your HP? What is your max HP?
One max HP. Bear with, bear with. Let me check. It's not high.
Because I think the first bit was like 14 points of something, and I was like, ooh.
My max HP is 32.
Yeah, because then the next bit was 20
28
something. And
cold.
it was like, it's 32, you said?
Yeah.
Okay.
I've got a +2 in con.
Oh, thank God for that.
Woo!
Right.
I mean,
Like, I'll let you guys do it on your own. I'll sit with Patch at the back in future.
it was more the fact that
To be
you
fair,
got there with the +2. I'm like, where did it start?
Really, right. I didn't put myself in that situation. I slipped over. Like, it wasn't intentional.
Okay.
It was the grease.
Well,
It was natural.
It's the garlic oil. It's always the garlic oil's fault.
Yeah.
So actually, it was my fault.
Will we ever see Adonis's breath weapon?
You have said it
Have we?
already.
Oh dear, I'll say I've said last time then. It's a good job I'm not running the game.
Polar
then.
bear fight, wasn't it?
Not in the polar. I don't think. I used it when we were fighting with the vampires in the street.
Oh, did you?
He
Okay.
flew out of the upstairs window and then breath weapons
Oh, yeah.
down everybody.
No, I don't remember that.
I suppose more memorable at that moment.
The only bit I remember about that is
Now I know how G feels.
is Patch doing the triple somersault.
You remember the dark. Alright.
It's interesting the bits that you remember and the bits that you don't. Yeah, the mooning and Patch calling out as the
That was a full moon.
memorable bits.
There's two little sub moons below
Orbiting.
it. Two meteors.
They're in a far orbit.
Getting further every year.
Yeah.
It's the way to see it. Now. Okay, so moving on. The vampire then attacks Vesper,
Yeah.
and for whatever reason, G is sort of motivated to do some damage, and he thinks, well, you know, I've got this silver dagger.
Should see if it works.
Let's see.
Yeah.
And he was, well, I don't think this is too light a comment. He was an absolute hero.
Mhm.
He majestically slid, fortunately with a good dice roll, on the grease, the oily garlic grease,
Garlic.
sliding in whilst drawing his silver dagger and then thrusting it deep into the vampire, causing a significant amount of damage because he sort of suddenly realised he could do more than just hunt and smart.
Do you notice how much more emphasis and description he puts into the bits where he does something?
Yeah.
I hadn't noticed.
Interesting. That.
You reduced the vampire to 6 hit points with that attack.
Yeah, that was the only reason that I got the kill on that one. Is just the damage.
Because you did,
Yeah.
was it 24-ish? 23, 24? And then his arm was doubled as well. That is massive damage.
Yeah.
It's a huge amount.
Bloody hero.
And then Vesper took the glory.
They can take it. Yeah, stealing my thunder.
So why did you decide to slide in and stab him rather than throw with the dagger?
Is that your dread ambusher can only work when you're close?
You can throw a dagger. Yes, you can throw the dagger.
No, yeah. If I did a range attack, I would use his thunder. It's obviously more damage. Well, potentially more damage on the dice at least. No, I think this may be a crucial turning point in his character development. We know that Tash is encouraging him to open up and to take more risks and to help other people more. I think he sees both Donis and Vesper as perhaps being the closest thing he's ever had to actually having friends, and he didn't want to lose them. So he thought, sorry, I'll
Step up.
better step out and do something. And then he does like bask in the glory as well. So you know,
Hadn't noticed.
so sliding in, yes. But of course, at that point, someone stole my thunder with her dirty axe.
Dirty.
You not only did you steal his thunder, you killed it on a nat 20.
I did, yes.
Yeah.
A nat 20 crit that bitch.
I also think it's funnier because you moved G out of the way as you did it.
Yeah, but he's just doing
She was like, "Oh, he doesn't like being up close." So I could, and I was like, maybe I could give him a nice bump to his AC and I rolled a 1. What? So I was like, "Yeah, get him out of the way because he's really scared." So she's like, "Poop him out of the way. I'm gonna poop him out of the way." So she pushed him out of the way, and then we stuck.
See, what I saw was out of the way, bitch. They're professional finishing.
Yeah, now that you're up close, you can see more clearly what it is you're supposed to be doing.
But it was a glorious finish to Vampire.
It was a hell of a swing.
It was a massive swing and great reference to a movie which we have not mentioned by name.
Beetlejuice.
Okay, we have now mentioned it.
Well, in the episode I
Can't
mentioned
say
it.
it
So.
again.
No, that's the man limits
So
too.
once.
Oh, you've got to say it 3 times.
No, because you're here.
Oh, okay.
Maybe next week I'll say it again, and then we'll see if it just is a continuation of time.
Yeah, so lovely little scene with his torso sort of sitting on the floor, and just staring at his legs before he burnt to ash. Burnt to you.
Burn to me. Every time something is anything to do with Ash in any game I run, someone always says, "Oh, it's you." Every time.
Yeah, my brain did go.
Oh, it's Ash. Yeah. Someone always does.
So you must be fun at the cremation.
Yeah, but I'm always there. At least I'm there.
Wow.
So we were.
Where did you go from that?
So we were victorious, but we wanted to prove our, you completed the task, and we approached that in various different ways.
Mhm.
And we also were quite thorough in wanting to make sure that everything was completed. So we had a little bit of organ playing, did we not?
Mm-hmm.
To test to see whether there's any
The chopsticks.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And that resulted in some cringe moments, I believe.
Yes. Well, just followed on from where she got frightened by it. So every time we pressed a key, it's like that, when you get a shiver down your spine because he kept pressing keys, it was like a continuous vibration of being electrocuted. So it was quite fun.
Donna said sorry, but it was worth checking.
Oh yeah, she wasn't stopping you. She was just like, ah.
It's metagame, isn't it? But there's always a hidden latch or a hidden thing that's triggered by a piano key. You got the.
And
Yeah,
I
you got
think just
the
in real
keys.
life, you end up, it's like,
To be fair, you walk into any pub and there's a piano there without somebody will touch it.
Yeah.
Like, every time. So
And then, so Donis then made this sort of makeshift parchment envelope and
Mhm.
dusted up some of the ashes
Oh,
as evidence. And G sort of turned to his other professional of NCIS, Tim Burminster, to do some forensic sketching of the venue.
Which you rolled very high on as well. Wasn't 24 or something?
Yeah. What was the slight hand you asked me to do?
Yeah,
Yeah, it's on plus. Yeah, it's on +5 on that. So it's one of my better. I don't know why it's like.
would there have been, if we'd looked at that picture afterwards, would we have noticed something in the picture that we didn't notice in the room?
I don't know. Maybe.
pretty good. I think
Oh,
it was something like 27, 28
I
on
got
mine.
it too.
Oh, you were on the back.
Mine sucked. And I was actually looking for information on why he was doing what he was doing as well.
Now, if Adonis looked at the image, it would look like it'd been drawn in gold charcoal, and if you looked at it, it looked like it'd been drawn in blue charcoal.
Why?
Just an optical illusion.
Oh, you.
Is that the colours
The
that
dress.
G associates with us? The
No.
blue.
No, it's just the only thing I can think of because I had dress.
Yeah. You're fired.
Yes. So we then ventured. We weren't venturing up to just leg it, but then the DM threw his toys out the pram because he wouldn't open it. The other sarcophagi, and so we decided, okay, let's keep him out, Pete.
I didn't think it'd be that easy to persuade you to do it. I might have to try and use that to my advantage
But it
next
was a
time.
bit disappointing.
Was it?
Well, yeah.
Yeah, how crashing you got on.
Wow. All right.
Especially when you said, "Oh, should I get an NPC?" As if we're missing something crucial.
Yeah. And then we ended up with one empty and one just a dead body.
What did you do to the dead body?
Shut it.
I didn't look at it properly, did I?
No, you
Checked that it
didn't.
was dead.
You did. You checked it was definitely dead.
Well, now we can't go back because someone told someone to fill in the hole.
Well, you won't let me go back.
It's true.
You were itching to get back. I'm like,
Yeah.
let's go. That's the cost. It's going to find this and that and this and that. It's going to happen. Oh, I'm going to do this and this and this. No, come on, leave it alone. Don't touch that. It's nowhere it's been.
If he'd rolled higher on his stealth, then I wouldn't have noticed.
Yeah, that's true. But I wasn't
So
sure.
it's Andy's fault.
Yeah.
It's your fault.
But I was exhausted, so being stealthy is not. I mean, let's face it, look like this, being stealthy is kind of a push anyway, if I'm honest. So we left, then we had the debate as to whether to fill the hole in. I still don't understand your argument about not filling it in.
Because it wasn't just a grave. It was it looked like a grave from the top, but it was a descending entrance into an underground tomb, which is somewhere.
A vampire hideout.
No, not necessarily. How do you know that he could have just set up shop in there? He got movers and moved his organ in to someone else's tomb. He wasn't there the whole time.
How big was the organ in comparison to the hole?
Bigger than the whole.
So it came in piece by piece, meticulously.
So they don't assemble that.
Yeah, it was an IKEA flat pack. He had to get in. I was like, we don't know that. And also, if you hadn't filled in the hole, we could have known what we know and come back. And opened up the other sarcophagus.
Yeah, I'm not sure they're going to miss it anyway, because anyone local wouldn't have been able to visit it anyway, because it was covered in a silver tombstone.
Or maybe it's not for local people. Mm-hmm.
Well, if there's anyone who's not local, then we can go and sell a tombstone too.
Yes, we bought you back your tombstone. Could you please pay us for it?
Buy it off us.
Yeah. We've also done you a solid and filled in the hole.
Absolutely. So we paid someone to fill in the hole. Well, we didn't pay him, actually. Don't want to do it.
No.
It's his job.
Oi, you, do it. And then we decided to wander off in, because it was mid-afternoon, I think, so we decided to wander into town and see the Jarl and tell him of our success. And we went up with him, and he was a little bit taken aback by the fact we had a big silver tombstone on the cart, which
he told us to take it, to be fair.
we did, yeah. Oh, actually, I forgot about the intricate way that we managed to get this.
Yeah, that was good. Your little athletics check to upend it, and your little cart finding.
Yeah, you'd obviously seen videos on how they believe that Stonehenge was created.
Magic.
Have I? I was just thinking about what I would do in real life if I was trying to get something like that out of the ground.
So maybe in a former life you were the architect for Stonehenge.
Yep.
Interesting. So yeah, we managed to have a little chat with him, told him, provided all the evidence, and I think the most compelling evidence he received was the sketch.
Oh, absolutely, yeah. That's it.
See, I have my uses. And then he confessed he'd found not just, perhaps more than we were expecting, so not just some information about our quest for the missing towns, but someone that might be able to help out. Enter Vesper's love interest. Nix comes strolling in.
Yep.
Introduces herself, which is a complete change in her mannerism compared to our engagement during the tavern scene. And then she offers to take us into a private room, which we thought was code for us to have to clear off and consider.
You are the worst wingman in the So I fully expect you to stay for the duration.
It's kind of like
That's all.
So yeah, she took us into the Jarl private chambers, which kind of brings us to the end of that episode.
Nix was a divine inquisitor, wasn't she? Am I right?
She was a druid.
Just so you know, it just says hot chick.
Hot. She's a hot lady.
She wanted to tell you.
Yeah, because I'm
Yeah.
finding
The barman thought that she was a dragon she killed,
That's
but he wasn't 100% certain.
so she might not be.
She
could
might not be, but she
something else
might be.
entirely.
So how was the episode for you guys? How did it go the way you thought it was going to go? You did.
No, shit.
I never think I'm going to go down. So no.
You quite sad.
Don't go back to the sarcophagus again.
Yeah.
I necessarily The curse breaking definitely didn't go how I thought it was going to be. I thought it was going to be much more involved and much more difficult. So that was a surprise at how quickly and easily that seemed to be. I mean, he told me that I'm no longer cursed. I don't know. He could be lying.
Lion.
Although he did pull this purple energy from you.
Yeah, but that could have just been my soul. I don't know.
Do you not think you would perhaps notice if your soul had been sucked out of
That's
your body?
true, because the vampire then later on was sucking my soul. Very rude. Did not give consent for that, might I mention. So yeah. That bit was not as expected. But the vampire fight also, I think because of the stuff we got, was not so much easier, but I think it was more cinematic in my head.
If we hadn't have used that stuff, we would have died.
Yeah.
It would have been deep trouble. So, yeah.
Well, you would have died, aren't
Right.
If you, yeah, but I bet you'd have rolled in that one as you tried to run.
And just slid all the way back in.
It's interesting you pick up on that, Bertie, about how quickly the curse went. Excuse me. Because we don't have a huge amount of time in each session to explore all those like intricacies.
Mm-hmm.
So if that was a campaign, that probably would have taken longer and been a bit more in depth. And
What
stuff,
do you mean?
but-
If that was a campaign, is it?
I mean,
a
like
campaign?
it is a campaign. I mean, like an in-person 3.5 hour, 4 hour sessions.
I mean, I'm not opposed to us sitting here for just 3 hours doing a game. I'm sure our listeners, come on, get in the Discord, let us know. Do you want longer episodes of us playing the game? Tell us.
We could do like a megasode.
you? 24 hours.
Oh god,
We could live stream a podcast
we could.
eventually.
We'd probably have to put our pants on. I mean, no, you can't see underneath the table. It's fine.
There's so like bands and stuff on Spotify do concerts through Spotify, don't they? Why can't we just do that with a podcast
Or YouTube stream.
or YouTube stream it? Yeah,
YouTube.
Cool.
you don't have to have videos.
Oh, so we can do it without putting our pants on.
Yeah, sure.
Amazing.
I need to get a haircut, have a shave, and
I'm
Um,
not shaving.
I might wash.
look sort of presentable, I suppose.
I'd have to buy pants.
I will have to shave my beard. It's that 3 o'clock shadow that's. No, if we're not on camera, it's fine.
I've lost control. Help me.
I still can't get out of my head the fact there's probably a halfling somewhere who goes around tuning organs and he just popped down there and wait and say, all right, Mr. Vampire, sir, just need to tune that. Don't me. Using his little tuning box, hits the wrong one, disappears to the plane one. That's just a job.
So next character jump.
Just pops up. Oh, you used the wrong tuning
The
box.
organ tuner. Have a cervical organ.
Let me take my teeth out first.
It's good to have a half, but then you've got to bend down.
We're lost by completely.
Taxi dramatic.
I'm fine.
Oh, if we get back on track, gobbling
Where is the task?
I don't think I'm the one doing this. I thought there was going to be more to it with the vampire because there was this big vampire problem and we found one. So either there's more to it and we haven't finished it, or
I reckon there's
they
a
killed
big-
all the vampires bar one.
There's a big vampire then somewhere in town in a real nice mansion. This fella, he got sent out here because he keeps playing the fuck. Go away, go find somewhere quiet where you don't disturb anybody. He's brought it down to
So you shot him. Get out.
his lab mates playing a joke on him. Yeah, oh, this will be funny.
So if you play something cool, like maybe a saxophone, you had to play in the mansion, but probably pointless.
That is the best scenario ever. Please make that real. I'm fine. So glad to have solved the vampire.
The whole house full of vampires. What am I Tony? It's been gone for days playing that organ.
So, anything else? Anyone? Take it to know.
I don't think so.
Oh yes, Jimmy. Jimmy's the thing you think he might be missing.
Hmm.
It'd be fun rescuing him with a hand cart and a silver exchange.
Hey, nobody leaving my tombstone behind. That's my pension. But I like the way that this, despite the fact that we had forged some sort of relationship with Jimmy, we was very quick to offer our services to go into the forest and find him. Why was that?
I don't know. Could have done
Oh, Jimmy's missing. Okay.
it. I think Rogue was very back, don't worry.
Yeah.
He had that attitude towards, didn't he?
True, he did, but
It's a bargaining chip. If he thinks, oh, actually, I am concerned, sort of thing, it's like, well, we could, we took care of the singular vampire for you, so we could.
Tony, I think was his name.
Yeah, we take care of Tony. So we can go and check on him, but what are you going to do for us, sort of thing. G needs another hug.
that's true.
Thing.
He does.
Vesper's hoping for one.
Yeah.
Maybe go back to Tony's. You think that actually?
Tony's now Tony's phone.
Yeah. So Tony, I now imagine that where his organ is underneath the mansion, and they've got this big cinema room, old school cinema room. And the organ rises up into the cinema room of the
Vampires behind the screen doing minor illusion.
Really fun. Watching Jaws when we turned up. Got halfway through Jaws. Oh, what? Tony, we need to watch the rest of the film.
Unless anyone has any other
Stop asking the question.
yeah, bugger you lot. I don't want to hear another word out of you except to say goodbye to our wonderful listener.
I'm sorry, Andy. I'm gonna.
You're the one.
I do actually have a question.
Oh,
Sorry.
that's not for me. Oh.
Well, because you gave us words, and one of them I didn't know what it meant. Direful.
Oh, I just picked words that were to do with like Halloween sort of stuff and like undead things. I think they were synonyms for scary.
Okay, that's it.
Yeah, sorry.
I thought it was something.
It's like direful. If something's dire, it's really like bad and horrible, isn't it? So if you're direful, you're like, rah.
What are you trying to say about Thomas?
No, I wasn't about Dominic.
He said it. You're very raw.
Fearsome? Really?
I had to pick some such a precedent there. It's actually quite difficult to do. I'm not going to lie.
Maybe our listeners can help.
Yes, please.
Do
Send me words.
Well, if you can think of nice words that you would think to describe us, we would appreciate them putting them in the description.
Or words that at least sound nice, even
Yes.
if they're not nice.
Or
Well,
words,
maybe that's the thing for next time is words that sound nice are really hard.
that sound like they're not nice, but they actually are.
Mm. Well, that's two months worth of words.
Phlebotomy. That's a good one. not.
I'm joined today by
it's not
Mandy Phlebotomy Jenner.
Thank you.
Yeah.
John Colonoscopy Shop.
I've got a photo of that. Mine.
Just got
Dirty sinusitis. Sandy.
I had a very clean menu.
They got all the way up to your appendix, did they? Whoa.
I think it's time to be
So, it's good night from me.
It's good night from me.
Good night from me.
huge shout out to our Ruby members, that is Paul C, Josh, Jason, Ollie, Claire and Laura.
And our Sapphire members, Gary, and Emerald member, Stuart.
For the Diamond group, we've got Ash, Chris, Zeke, Dave, Bertie, Neil, Martin, John, and Andy.
That's me.
And our Obsidian members, JP, Niall, Ethan, and Anne. Thank you to each and every one of our Patreon members. And don't forget, you can become a Patreon member too. If you go to patreon.com/charitydnd, you can pick one of the tiers and become part of our amazing community.
Join us.